The Women's National Basketball Association, or WNBA, showcases the best female basketball players in the world. These athletes are not just players, they are pioneers, role models, and trailblazers in the realm of sports. They inspire millions of young girls and boys to dream big and work hard. These athletes display incredible skill, athleticism, and dedication. Their games are filled with breathtaking moments, from gravity-defying dunks to game-winning shots that leave fans on the edge of their seats. The level of competition and the sheer talent on display are second to none. Yet, a stark reality casts a shadow over their achievements, a significant pay gap compared to their male counterparts in the NBA. Despite their prowess on the court, these women face financial disparities that are hard to ignore. The numbers tell a disheartening story. While the WNBA has made strides in recent years, the financial compensation for its players remains a fraction of what NBA players earn. This gap is not just a matter of dollars and cents. It reflects deeper societal issues. The maximum salary a WNBA player can earn is $250,000. This might seem substantial, but when compared to the multi-million-dollar contracts in the NBA, it pales in comparison. Many WNBA players have to seek additional income through overseas leagues or endorsements to make ends meet. In stark contrast, the highest-paid NBA players command salaries exceeding $60 million. This disparity is not just about individual wealth. It speaks to the value placed on women's sports versus men's sports in our society. This staggering disparity highlights a systemic issue of undervaluing women's professional sports. The fight for equal pay is not just about money, it's about equality, respect, and recognition for the hard work and dedication these athletes put into their craft. This gap in compensation goes beyond mere numbers. It affects the lives and careers of these athletes, influencing their opportunities and their futures. The struggle for fair pay is intertwined with the broader fight for gender equality in all areas of life. It represents a fundamental disregard for the talent, hard work, and dedication of these female athletes. Despite the challenges, these women continue to push boundaries and break barriers, inspiring the next generation of athletes. The WNBA's fight for fair pay is a fight for recognition and respect. It's a call to action for all of us to support and uplift women's sports, ensuring that these incredible athletes receive the compensation and recognition they rightfully deserve. The pay disparity between the WNBA and NBA is glaringly apparent from the moment players enter the league. This gap is not just a number, it represents a broader issue of gender inequality in sports. The financial chasm between male and female basketball players is a reflection of how society values their contributions differently. In the 2024 draft, Caitlin Clark, the #1 pick, earned a rookie salary of $76,535. Despite her exceptional talent and hard work, her earnings pale in comparison to her male counterparts. This salary is barely enough to cover basic living expenses, let alone provide financial security. Victor Wembanyama, her NBA counterpart, signed a contract worth over $12.2 million. The difference is staggering. This massive pay gap highlights the stark contrast in how male and female athletes are compensated. Wembanyama's contract not only secures his financial future but also provides him with opportunities that Clark can only dream of. Even the 30th pick in the NBA draft earned over $2 million, a sum 27 times greater than Clark's salary. This disparity is not just about money, it's about respect and recognition. The financial rewards in the NBA reflect the league's popularity and revenue, but they also perpetuate the notion that men's sports are inherently more valuable. This vast difference in earning potential underscores the systemic devaluation of women's basketball. The WNBA struggles with lower attendance and less media coverage, which directly impacts player salaries. However, this is a cycle that can be broken with increased investment and support for women's sports. This disparity in rookie salaries sets the tone for a player's entire career. From the outset, WNBA players are at a financial disadvantage, which affects their ability to train, recover, and perform at their best. The lack of financial security can lead to shorter careers and fewer opportunities for growth and development. It reflects a fundamental undervaluing of women's athletic achievements and perpetuates the cycle of financial insecurity for WNBA players. To bridge this gap, there needs to be a concerted effort from fans, sponsors, and the media to elevate women's sports to the same level of respect and recognition as men's sports. Only then can we hope to see true equality on and off the court. The fight for fair pay extends beyond the basketball court for many WNBA players. Angel Reese, a rising star in the league, revealed that her 2024 salary of $73,439 was not enough to cover her $8,000 monthly rent in Chicago. Reese's story is not unique. Many WNBA players struggle to meet basic living expenses despite their dedication to their sport. They often rely heavily on endorsements and off-season jobs to supplement their income. This financial insecurity highlights the urgent need for change. WNBA players deserve to be compensated fairly for their talent and dedication, allowing them to focus on their careers without struggling to make ends meet. WNBA players are not demanding equal pay with their NBA counterparts. They are demanding a fair share of the revenue they generate, a model already implemented in the NBA. Kelsey Plum, a star guard, has been vocal about this issue. She and other players believe a revenue-sharing model, similar to the NBA's, would significantly improve their financial situation. This demand for fair compensation is not about greed. It's about recognizing the value these athletes bring to the game and ensuring they receive a just portion of the revenue they generate. A tale of two leagues' revenue generation and distribution. The revenue disparity between the WNBA and NBA is stark, reflecting differing levels of investment, marketing, and media coverage. The NBA, with its long history and global reach, has established itself as a financial powerhouse, while the WNBA, though growing, still faces challenges in achieving similar financial success. In 2023, the WNBA generated an estimated $200 million in revenue, a significant achievement for the league. This revenue comes from various sources including ticket sales, merchandise, sponsorships, and broadcasting rights. In stark contrast, the NBA brought in a staggering $10 billion in 2022. The NBA's revenue streams are vast and diverse, encompassing global broadcasting deals, extensive merchandise sales, and lucrative sponsorship agreements. Furthermore, the revenue-sharing models differ significantly between the two leagues. The WNBA has a revenue-sharing model that aims to support the growth and sustainability of the league. WNBA players receive 50% of revenue exceeding growth targets, which incentivizes both players and the league to strive for financial success. In contrast, NBA players receive 51% of basketball-related income, a model that has been in place for years and reflects the league's established financial stability. This disparity in revenue generation and distribution directly impacts player salaries. WNBA players often have to supplement their income by playing overseas during the off-season. In 2022, WNBA salaries represented only 9.3% of total revenue, highlighting the financial challenges faced by the league and its players. This is a stark contrast to the NBA's more equitable distribution, where player salaries are a significant portion of the league's revenue, reflecting the financial success and stability of the league. A legacy of inequality. The historical roots of the pay gap. The roots of the WNBA's pay gap are intertwined with the historical undervaluing of women's sports. Since its inception 27 years ago, the WNBA has faced financial challenges, often operating in the shadow of the NBA. For years, WNBA teams were financed by NBA teams, with player salaries capped and no revenue-sharing model in place. This structure limited the league's financial growth and perpetuated the pay gap. Understanding this historical context is crucial to understanding the current fight for fair pay. It's a fight against decades of systemic inequity and a demand for recognition of the value and potential of women's professional basketball. New deals, new hope media rights, and the future of the WNBA. Despite the challenges, there is a glimmer of hope on the horizon. The WNBA recently secured landmark media rights deals worth $2.2 billion with Disney, Amazon Prime Video, and NBC Universal. These agreements promise increased revenue and visibility for the league, potentially leading to higher player salaries and improved working conditions. These new media rights deals represent a significant step forward. The increased exposure and revenue streams have the potential to transform the league and empower players to demand their fair share. A chorus of support, public pressure, and growing fan base. The WNBA's fight for fair pay is gaining momentum beyond the basketball court. Public figures, including prominent writer Nicole Hannah-Jones, have voiced their support for the players and criticized the low salaries. Furthermore, the WNBA's fan base is growing, with events like Caitlin Clark's captivating NCAA final run drawing a record 10 million viewers. This surge in popularity translates to increased viewership, merchandise sales, and overall interest in the league. This growing public support is crucial. It puts pressure on the league and sponsors to address the pay gap and invest in the future of women's basketball. On the brink of change, a new era for WNBA salaries? The WNBA is at a crossroads. Players opted out of the current collective bargaining agreement in 2025, demanding better pay, improved travel conditions, and a fairer revenue-sharing model. The outcome of these negotiations will have a significant impact on the future of the league. Will the WNBA usher in a new era of fair pay and recognition for its athletes? The fight continues, but the momentum is building. The world is watching and the time for change is now.